What's going on, My Bad Adventure teams? My Bad here, coming today with an overview of the Miguron Velona. Let's get down to it. Miguron Velona, this particular model comes in DC53, which is a D2 steel replacement variant. It's supposed to compete with D2. Now, I can tell you one thing about this knife. I have put it through its paces in the past week on the construction job. I've taken 2x2s that need to be shaved down a little bit, and I shaved her down. I've taken this knife and I've trimmed some caulking off of windows and off of other boards that need to be repurposed and reused. I've used this knife so much that in a live, I can't remember what live, it was either my live or it was Matisfaction's live or it was Grumpy Grunt's live, where it had a whole bunch of white streaks off of there, and I took some rubbing alcohol and I rubbed it and I rubbed it and I took them streaks off, and now you can see there's still some fingerprints and whatnot on it and some little things, but there's no markings on this blade. Now the blade is about 4 1/4 inches. I think it's 4.22 if you want to get specific. The entire knife length is 9 inches, so you can tell about the handle length after that. Once again, My Bad doesn't get into specifics on this stuff. He's going to tell you about what he did and what he can do with it and what he used it for and what he did to bring it back to life. And there's only one thing that I did to bring this one back to life after all of that use. Before that, let's talk about the fun stuff, the fidget stuff, the things that matter for a knife guy. This thing is wicked smooth. Now, I did take it apart and I put some of that OCD for EDC Slick-em-all on it, and it became a hydraulic guillotine. It just falls, which that's a 4-something inch blade. It's quite weighty, so it has the weight to do that. But the action, I don't think that I can make this knife fail. I will attempt to make it fail now. Just smooth as butter. Now, I don't even have to use that flipper tab. I can reverse flick. I can thumb flick with that fuller that goes all the way around. And then I can slow roll it. Now, of course, you know My Bad likes to fidget with the middle finger flick. I wonder if I can do an index flick. Let's see. Index flick all day long. Now, the things that I did to this knife was on a construction site. We was doing masonite siding, which is basically concrete siding that you paint, and you got to caulk up the corners and everything. So some of the material we took off, like the trim and everything. We replaced the 2x4s around the windows of the domers. We took off some of the trim that was around the gables and everything. And what I would do is I'd take that knife and I would strip off the caulking and everything. I never hit a nail because I always took all the nails out. I took all the metal stuff out because, once again, this is my knife. I'm already using it hard enough. I don't want to disrespect Fletcher and the things that he does for this channel. But after all of that, I took my old homemade strop that was built by a piece of 1x that I stripped down on a table saw and put a leather belt on. And I stropped it with this 8000 grip diamond paste, which that probably isn't doing as much as the leather strop is, but it came back razor, and this thing is phenomenal. Well, there's hair all over my desk now, but it will shave. It's not a razor's edge right now, it's more of a working edge. You can see some of the hairs and definitely a lot of my skin, because white people get ashy too. If you didn't know about that, go watch a Bill Burr comedy special. He'll tell you about it. But I found this knife in 14C28N on a few different websites. I have not found out where you can get this in DC53, which I just dropped it, but it was dropped on a mat, so it'll be alright. The 14C28N, as y'all know, is a really good budget still, and for a 4.22 inch blade and a 9-inch knife at $55 with tax, that is a great steal of a deal, especially with the action that it has. If I had to nitpick on it, I got some shorts from Duluth Trading that the pocket clip has a hard time going in, and it's pretty thick. Hey, sweetie, yeah, can I get my green shorts? Green shorts? Yeah, the Duluth Trading green shorts. She might be able to find it, she might not be able to. I'm wearing Duluth Trading shorts right now, but they're just not as thick as the Fire Hose Duluth Trading shorts. But let me get up a little bit, show y'all my belly a bit. Right here, of course I'm carrying a different knife on me. That slides right into the pants, into the pocket, no problem. Now, the Fire Hose Duluth Trading shorts are a little bit thicker. These are Duluth as well. They're a little bit thicker, and this pocket clip doesn't quite catch the edge that it should. I'm going to show you really quick what I'm talking about. Oh, Miss Bad found them shorts. It's okay, baby. I'll do it on camera. Alright. So you see the back of it, Duluth and all that good stuff. Let's turn it inside out. The pockets right there, you can see, are pretty thick. But when I tried to slide this one in to these pockets, you can see right there it catches that seam line. So I have to really bear down on it to get it across there, and that's a little bit of hindrance. It's a little bit of hindrance. It happens. Those are pretty thick shorts, but they're very durable, and those are the top things that I like to wear on the job site in the summer because it keeps on my bag cool, and he still looks cool because they're Duluth Trading. The other thing, before I took this thing apart, lubed it up, it had a little bit of up and down blade play. Now it still has a hair bit of mount, but I think that's more of a lock bar issue. These are nitpicky things, and this thing, it's so slight you can barely even feel it. You can't just like grab it and try to jerk it, but you can barely feel it. And if you listen real closely, you can hear ding 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 ding. But it's very slight, very small issue. Besides that, for $50-something in DC53 or 14C28N, this is a wonderful budget piece. It's not quite the budget knife for the year for old My Bad. We can get to that on another day though. But definitely in my top 5. Definitely in my top 5. And especially if you like a big knife. Now this knife is going to go back to Fletcher of All Things Knives, and his link will be in the description on Monday. Oh, my bad, send this back to him. But for the rest of this, man, y'all just keep watching my videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment on My Bad's videos. Tell My Bad what you'd like to see. Y'all have a good one now. Bye-bye.